Hello, and welcome to this new episode of Uncle Tone's Divinations. This morning we are looking at the energy for you for December 6th, 2025. It's also a timeless reading, so if you feel guided to listen to this video at a later time, you still should be able to find some information, a message to help and guide you on your destiny's path. Let's start our ritual by lighting a second candle, so that we temporarily anchor in your ancestors and spirit guides, so that they can join my ancestors and spirit guides to bring you this message that I hope will be positive, constructive, ameliorative. Very well. Let's see what's the energy after this full moon in Gemini that we had yesterday. We're going to be using the Everyday Tarot. Under the deck, the Five of Pentacles. Didn't want to follow the rest of the pack. I feel like you are moving away from a feeling of lack, from some form of poverty. You're going to be heading towards wealth, durable wealth. And we are going to be doing a Celtic cross spread. So as always, we start with the first card that's going to be speaking about the person of importance. This could be you or somebody else. So I ask that you use your intuition and discernment to decipher which is which. Also, please remember that not every reading is your reading. This message can be for you in its entirety, partially or not at all. So take what resonates. That being said, let's start. And we have one card, please. Speak to us about the person of importance. Thank you. Oh, Judgment. Starting strong. Seems like the divine is telling you that it's time to rise. It's time to wake up. It's time to get going on this journey. Under the deck, the Fool. Get started on this journey. Go for new opportunities. And mid-deck, the Queen of Swords. Yeah. You're somebody that's quite resilient, determined, strong-willed, smart. You might be pushing your emotions aside a bit. Maybe a bit too much. Yeah. But this new opportunities, this new journey that you need to embark on will need all of you, not only your mind, but your mind, body, soul, your art. So, time to rise. Aggregate all parts of yourself. Become who you were always meant to be, who you always have been, but maybe you have been restricting yourself. Let's see now with a second card what you have as an obstacle or a challenge to overcome. Yeah, that's two cards. You've got the Queen of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles. It seems like this challenge you have to overcome is to continue to put in the work every day, consciously, by staying very determined, very strong-willed, by being focused on your tasks, on this path to create abundance, to to balance your energies between your home space, your home life, and your workspace, your work life. What does this Queen of Pentacles has got to tell us also? There's a little fruit fly. That's something unexpected since I do not have any fruits here. Maybe there's a message there for somebody. I feel that you are somebody that's really caring for your family, for your community. You're somebody that's seen as an energy that's quite nurturing, but in a way where you are really giving to others in your community, in your work life. You're somebody that's always, getting everything done. Sometimes maybe at your expense. There might be some form of equilibrium, of balance that needs to be found there so that you can stay in the long run, so that you can continue to do the work, do your work. This rising energy, this judgment energy that we have underneath the challenge is really the divine telling you that it's time to concentrate a bit more on yourself, on your true life destiny, on your true life path, to work on this path and not on others' path. Under the deck you have the Knight of Cups, and mid-deck the Eight of Cups. It seems like you are in this journey where you are working hard, kind of to put your feelings aside, to move on from past heartbreaks and relationships that were not fulfilling. You're doing that work kind of to not really to hide this pain, but to let it settle down by concentrating on something else. So you're concentrating on your abundance, on the wealth that you can create for yourself and for others, in the hopes that you will then be in a position where somebody might get to be interested in you, might want to come with you with a cup of love, come to you and offer you some form of friendship, of love, of a new connection that would be not like the past connection that you had to walk away from. Let's see now with the third card what you have as your conscious influences. Thank you. Got the Four of Wands. Yeah, you're quite conscious of all the work you already have done, of this judgment from the divine, that I feel like you heard it and you followed it to the best of your abilities. And you're in this state where you feel like you need to take some time to take a pause, to celebrate, to find some love, some joy for yourself. after all those heartache, those challenges that you had to overcome in the past. Under the deck you have the King of Wands, and mid deck the Seven of Swords. Yeah. You are really in this conscious state where you feel like you need to celebrate the fact that you have been able to take back leadership of your life, to stay focused through all those challenges that you had to overcome in this spiritual awakening. The cleaning you had to do within your mindsets, to learn to prioritize what was a good thought, what was a recurring bad thought, what was a conditioning or programming that needed to be let go of. This work is still ongoing, but you have done quite a big part of it. So yeah, time to celebrate, time to take a pause, to enjoy. Yeah, let's see now with the fourth card. Yeah, it's hard to count to 4 this morning. Wow. The fourth card for the subconscious roots. And we have 1 card, please, for the subconscious roots. Thank you. The Star. Seems like you're not even aware how much faith you had to have in yourself, in the divine, how much you were able to connect back to your inner child, to take inspired actions, kind of really going with your art, with your feeling, even though you were trying to stay in a state where it's not that you didn't care about your feelings, but you tried not to give them too much importance. You tried to intellectualize a bit more your awakening journey, but subconsciously it was your art space, your soul, that was leading you, getting you to find this harmony within yourself. Under the deck, the Seven of Pentacles, and mid deck, the Four of Pentacles. Yeah. Your soul that guided you to find this faith in yourself, in the divine, to gain self-confidence, to continue to work and to grow, to evolve. This inner sense of stability, of security. It's like you were working on healing your heart chakra. And it seems like you have really been able to heal your heart, your soul. Yeah. Let's see now with the fifth card what you had in the past. Can we have 1 card, please, for the past energy? Thank you. You had the Hanged Man. Yeah, it's really the energy that started this journey of yours, this awakening, a situation. Yeah, under the deck, Knight of Pentacles, and the mid deck, Five of Swords. A situation that happened while you were working hard already on yourself. You were already in a first spiritual awakening, but it was a mellow awakening, was a small awakening that was happening very very subconsciously, very smoothly. It didn't feel like you were really spiritually awakening, but it was the first stages of a first spiritual awakening. But then, in the middle of this journey, you were met with an energy that pushed you in a win-lose conflict, in some form of conflict where there was no real good possibility or good ending that could happen. There was no way of winning, and even if you were to lose, there was no way of kind of getting the impacts on others to be less than you would have been wanting them to be. But that situation got you to start this introspection. I feel there's an eremit energy that goes with this hangman. It's like you put your life on pause and you start to look more, to question your environment, the people, the places, the events within your environment, as well as you started to go within to see what needed to be illuminated, to find. It's like you were looking everywhere you could within yourself, outside of yourself, to try and see what went wrong, what could have been done differently. Yeah. Kind of to find how you could plan things differently in the future to get better outcomes. Yeah. Let's see now with a sixth card what you'll have in the future. Can we have one card, please, for the future energy? Thank you. Yeah, this Five of Swords is coming back from the past to this future of yours. Under the deck, the Five of Cups. Five of Swords, Five of Cups, 55 might have a special meaning for you. Under the deck, the Emperor. Yeah. Seems like somebody from your past is gonna come back, trying to not really haunt you, but you're to try and bring this conflict again, try and get you to feel this sense of loss, of losing something. But seems like this energy is now gonna be reversed. This person that's coming to you is actually in the Five of Cups. It's somebody that's sad, that's disappointed, that feels like they are lacking something. Seems like when you went within and started to look at your environment, you cut ties with this energy, with this person, and it took some time for this person to realize that maybe they had done something wrong. But instead of doing what you've been doing, instead of awakening, of trying to rise up, to evolve, to grow, to do the inner work, they are coming back, having done no work, trying to push their sadness, their disappointment on you, to bring you this communication, this sword, to try and get you out of this Four of Swords, of this peaceful place where you are feeling like you can celebrate, but where you feel like you can also be at peace, rest, recharge your batteries. Because you are this Emperor, you are now stable, you have created strong spiritual foundations for yourself. Yeah. You have disciplined your ego. Let's see now with the 7th card what you have in your attitude. Can we have one card, please, for the attitude? Thank you. Yeah, 8 of Swords. You're kind of under the remnants of a spell or a curse. Under the deck there's this Chariot energy, and mid deck the 7 of Pentacles again. Yeah, it seems like you are quite conscious of this attitude that you are showing from time to time, like you are feeling trapped, like you are a victim of the events or of your life, of your destiny. But it's this mental prison that's been cast upon you. It's been projected, it's been conditioned, programmed. That's the energy that kept you in this win-lose conflict in the past, and that you have to get out of in the near future before this energy, this person comes back with this conflicting energy, this sadness, this disappointment, this communication to try and get you out of a peaceful place. See, you can be in the 4 of Swords and in the 8 of Swords at the same time. You can be feeling at peace while feeling trapped. It's like you've been conditioned for so long to feel and to see this 8 of Swords as normality, as something that's maybe even something that's more than normal. That's like you feel like you are fulfilled in this space where you actually are contained, imprisoned, but without really being fully aware of it. So this judgment energy is really this last call of your spiritual awakening to realize, to remove this blindfold from your eyes, and to get on your chariot, to fully align yourself within, to be able to embark and stay on your destiny's path, to be able to steer clear from this energy that's coming for you in the future, to be able to continue to grow, and to be able to stay patient, to know that you will receive a payoff in the future, but that there's still much work to be done. Let's see now with a 8th card what you have in your environment. Yeah, got the 5 of Swords. So you are quite in a competitive energy. People are competing with you. You are surrounded by conflict. But the universe here, the divine, is trying to get you to see, to listen carefully, to understand why there's so much conflict around you. Maybe there is so much conflict around you because you are destined for something great, and people are actually jealous of you, of your abilities, your talents. You've got the 10 of Pentacles under the deck, yeah, and mid deck the Knight of Swords. So even though you are in this competition, even though you are surrounded by conflict, it's really the energy that's kind of shaking your cage, so that you fully awaken and that you get back your energy to be driven, to be ambitious, to go on this new opportunity for growth, for wealth, to be able to find satisfaction in fulfilling every and all of your material goals, so that you can take care of yourself, of your family in the future, of your loved ones. Let's see now with the 9th card, which you have as your hopes and fears. And we have one card, please, for the hopes and fears. Thank you. Yeah, you've got the 4 of Swords. So you really hope to be able to get to celebrate and recharge, to find true peace, not this false security, this false peace of imprisonment, but to find true rest for your soul, as you are able to continue and to grow and evolve on your destiny's path. You've got the Hermit underneath the deck that I felt with this Hangman before, and the 5 of Pentacles again under the deck. Okay. You hope to be able to find peace, to find understanding, inner understanding around those programmings, those conditionings that have kept you in a state where you felt like you were in poverty, or you were in financial loss. You felt like you didn't have everything you needed in the material. Yeah. Let's see now with the 10th card, which you will have as the most probable final outcome. That's 2 cards. 1 card, please, for the most probable final outcome. Thank you. Yeah, you've got the Hermit again. Under the deck, the 8 of Cups. And mid-deck, the Page of Swords. So the Divine is saying here that your awakening is not yet done. You still have to do some work. This 8 of Pentacles, you have to continue to stay strong and stay steady in your efforts, in your introspection, in your efforts of self-discovery, your efforts to move on from past heartbreaks, from relationships that are draining, that are not fulfilling you, and to reconnect to your inner child, to reconnect to this youthful energy of yours where you feel like you could be and you can be curious, to try and learn new things, to learn and communicate more fluently, more naturally with the people around you, where you are not in a constrained energy. Yeah, to learn to emancipate, to elevate yourself. Yeah. To do the work, to learn to prioritize yourself more, since you've been prioritizing others a bit too much, and to find this balance, this temperance energy where you are balanced and aligned within yourself and within the universe, so with others around you also. Page of Wands, King of Swords, King of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. So as you learn to prioritize yourself more, to put focus back on your self, on your soul, on your destiny, where you find this inner peace, this inner balance, and you find a way to bring this balance outside of yourself also. Yeah. As you realize that you are a free spirit, somebody that needs to be passionate for life, that needs to be taking actions in a more natural way, not to constrain, to restrict yourself, to be this King of Swords, this authority for yourself, to be able to maintain mental clarity, to be also this King of Pentacles, this confident entrepreneur, business owner, somebody that's able to manage and to attract wealth, to take very fast, very quick movements, to be able to take fast changes, to turn this wheel of fortune, to gain new fortune for yourself, to find this Nine of Pentacles, so that you can enjoy the fruits of your labor, so that you can enjoy your life in the material plane to the extent that is your strength in the spiritual world also. It's like there's been this inequity between your spiritual being, your spiritual truth, and the pending energy in the physical. So that's where you have to work to rebalance yourself. Thus this going within energy, where you still have to do some more introspection, some more inner work, to really find this star energy that's hidden in your subconscious, that's linked to your faith, to your ability to take inspired actions, to use your art space instead of your mind space to find and make grow new opportunities. We're going to be taking some cards in the Profund Intuitions Oracle deck. So what does your intuition needs to tell you this morning? You've got sincerity, being stern, vulnerable, enthusiasm, around love, around your art space. It goes with this star energy here. It's this this energy when you are truly yourself, when you are truly connected to your soul, when you are living your truth, your sincerity, when you open your heart and you are able to stay vulnerable but still determined to remain yourself and not be influenced by others. This is your true energy, this is your true vibration, the energy in which you need to be able to live and to be, not to be, but to feel really yourself. You've got an evil eye, bad intentions, jealousy, competition. Yeah, that's the energy that's in your environment. So there's somebody or maybe many people in your environment that are casting evil eyes on you. But under the deck you've got news, communication, messages, information. Yeah, feels like it's going with this Five of swords energy that's coming in the future. This energy from your past. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this energy from your past that's coming back again in the future to bring you some news. I feel like they are not going to be necessarily good news. They are certainly not going to be the full truth. It's some kind of half-truth, some form of information that's still linked to some form of manipulation of trying to bring you a deceitful energy. Yeah, somebody's using his or her's talents, his or her's creativity to bring you some kind of constructed information. So it's not a truth, it's a lie. Since it's been built, it's not been lived as something that is a truth, is reality. But I feel with this mystic energy that was hidden under the deck there, through this spiritual awakening, through this journey that you have embarked on, you'll be able to connect to your spiritual strength, to use natural laws, esoteric laws, to use the divine codes and divine laws to your advantage. You'll understand why events, situation, people had to happen and to interact with you in this way, so that you can learn to reconnect to your soul, to your true identity, so that you could learn to see and to feel those evil eyes, those conflicting, competing energies around you for what they are, for people that are in this feeling of lack, this feeling of poverty, this feeling of feeling trapped that they have projected onto you for so long. It's like they have been projecting onto you the energy that they were not able to live, to feel, and so they have pushed this burden upon you. But by doing the work, by doing your spiritual awakening, by learning to celebrate yourself, your journey, your evolution, your growth, by being able to see the beautiful part of this journey, the one where you have been growing, not the one that's been inflicted upon you. That's how you will be connecting back to your higher self, to your soul, to your truth and sincerity. That's how you will be able to remove those energies from yourself and push them back on their original owners, since they did not belong to you. They have never belonged to you. It's like a cloak that was cast upon you. So it is now time to take this cloak and to give it back to its owner. And we are going to be taking a last card from the Karma's Oracle. So what does the Karma need to tell you this morning? What would be helpful to know about this karmic journey of yours? You've got change. See? This change for yourself, this change for others, as you do the work, as you find those energetic links, those evil eyes that have been cast upon you, as you see them for what they truly are, and as you choose and declare that they do not belong to you and that you return them to their original senders. there's this beautiful karmic change that happens in your life. Yeah, under the deck, the guardians of the weir, or the weir's guardian. Yeah. You are protected, you are monitored by your ancestors, spirit guides, by the divine, that is making sure that you are learning here what you need to learn, and that those energies can maybe cast a cloak upon you, but that they cannot rob you of anything that is yours, of your destiny, of your abundance, of your talents. They are making sure that the energy that are or that have been cast upon you by those negative energies and people are not exceeding what's necessary for your growth, for your learning, for your evolution, for you to reconnect to your mystical powers, to your inner magic. Yeah. So, this is the message we had for you this morning. I hope it has brought you some form of information, a message to help and guide you on your true soul's path and destiny, for your highest and greatest good, and for the highest and greatest good of all of creation. I thank you for your presence with me this morning. I hope you have a very beautiful and blessed day, that you can celebrate yourself. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.